Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Cincinnati's offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end and just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here in the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
29 Philly, double right.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Ripping through the defense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a...
Coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get...
And he's still running after the move. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and when I got a guy like that at QB, I'm going to give him the ball early and often. I'm going to let this dude do him because given multiple options, he makes the right decisions, you can tell. But in the end, he's got speed, playmaking. I want to find ways to continue to get him the ball, let him make decisions, and make plays like this.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll try the left side. Powers through the defender. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it inside the 10. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going now so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that goal.
I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Broncos! He would not be denied.
And step number 1 when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, Dave, if this defense was ready for this. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll line up for a second down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to throw on third. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Minnesota.
Fighting off the defender.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The option look. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the option. He'll toss it. Shakes off the tackler. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And a nice second effort by the backs to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of touches in this game.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Breeze. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You can...
Afterburners coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bearcats in the hurry up.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, did...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my toes. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Man, I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Barishnikov should be so sweet. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback on this play, and that was able to freeze them for just that half second. That allowed the receiver on the jet sweep to use his speed to get to the outside.
They go to the ground. Discards a man. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On the run, still looking. He fires it out to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work.
And it's caught! Touchdown, That was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you think of run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in trouble.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Tosses it incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Now improvising. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Broncos! He shed tackles right and left and housed them. They are seizing control and taking away home as they push out the lead in this pre-game showdown.
Well, we see the home run.
defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll throw it on first down. Steps away to find some room. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to pass on second down. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We got a timeout here leading the they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The jet sweep pass. He breaks a tackle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Sims. Sends it downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you?
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and you got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On first down, here comes this offense. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. They'll run it. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. They keep attacking through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short, and no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. To the ground with the back. Powers through. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up, man. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
How nice is it as a play caller when you got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And midfield, he's got room. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Handoff to the single running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running into great push up the right?
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Oh, what a move! Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Tough sliding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense works.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball off? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to Painter. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. No huddle offense to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home with him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Boise State ready to send out that offense.
the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously have to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with a ball.
Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Well, no mystery on that play caller, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Runs through the tackle. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. They'll try to pick up the first. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. A nice touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been
wide open. He makes the catch. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he ran away from the crowd. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Driving for the goal line, loose football. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it.
It was a golden opportunity on that 2-point conversion attempt, but he fumbles. You got to have better ball security. They come away with no points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. At the 45 on its way. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Broncos. And the beatdown has ensued. With that score. Lunch is about to go 6 and 1. Boy, did he just scorch that defense pedestal.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He'll start this drive firing, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. The Bearcats want to move quickly. Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Smashes through the tackle. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When they take a shot down the field, it's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more of this game.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up. You feel really great about it.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing 1st and goal. From the gun. And the quarterback is knocked down, back at the 13. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 40. The offense is threatening. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them.
Touchdown, Boise State! And the route is gone. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Oh, look out. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they're able to get him on the ground. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the tailback. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Oh, what a move. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little. Touchdown, Broncos! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense set on first down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Trying to get to it. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.